Good morning. Oh, let me move that screen over just a little bit. I cut you guys off. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Sorry for the lighting. It is, well, I'm not going to apologize. It's sunny here this morning. So, so we're getting a lot of sun in this live, but that's okay. Good morning in Canada. I would much rather have the sun than not have the sun. So I'm okay with it. How's everybody doing this morning? I know I'm on here early this morning. I woke up extra early, and I've been really trying to make more time for these lives and videos. So I'm trying to get centered here. Yeah, good morning. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad for the good weather and the sun. It's supposed to rain all weekend here, but that's okay. That's not the end of the world. So, yeah, it was definitely time for a spring update. So, yeah, good morning. So I just wanted to check in, and then hi in Maine. I haven't been up to Maine, but that is definitely on my list of states to visit. I hear that it is beautiful there. So we have what is it? It's Friday today. And so we have the new moon tomorrow. We have a new moon in Pisces. I've had a really productive week, so I'm really grateful for that. And I'm really looking forward to this new moon. So we are, as always, we have our, let me slide my comments over a little bit. New moon readings that we offer every new moon. We do full moon readings too. But of course, right now we're on new moon. So, see my cat in the background. My angle's just a little off here, I think. That sun is like really difficult to see with. But that's, like I said, I'm not going to complain about that. So, yeah, so if anybody is interested in the new moon reading, I'm going to add the link right now. This has been a super productive week for me, so I'm feeling really good about that. It's also like a really, at least for my sign, it's also a really, like I have a lot of goal setting to start this weekend, and I'm really excited about that. This is a good time for my sign to sort of, it's definitely about creativity and setting some goals and getting organized, but also sort of like paying attention to your space. So I think like clearing out my space is going to be a good idea to do, and that's always a good thing to do for everybody around the new moon, so that it's not just particularly for my sign, but that's a great thing to focus on for the new moon, is sort of doing a house cleansing, or giving yourself a reading, giving yourself a reading yourself if you don't want to, order one, sort of see what, you should be, where your intentions should lie, where your focus should lie, and getting your goals set. So, what is everybody up to? Is everybody excited for spring equinox? I am definitely ready for spring. So ready. Hello, Luna. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I don't have a clue how many subscribers I'm at now. I got notified when I hit a certain number, but I don't, to be honest, I never look at it, so I have no clue. Melly Sweets, can you share business protection tips? What exactly are you, what exactly are you looking for protection from? Like, what exactly is the issue that you're having, or that you're anticipating, or that you're concerned about? And also probably like, what type of business are you in? That's probably also helpful to start there. So yeah, good morning, everyone. We have people, we have Canada, Wisconsin, Maine. Yeah, where's everybody from? Let's take a look. Go ahead and let me know where everybody is from this morning. Nice to see all of you. It's a bit early for a live, but I got up early, so why not? Keep negative energy or evil jealousy away from me. Life coaching for women. Well, I mean, I think I have sort of a different view on like evil and jealousy. I sort of think that, you know, I think that a lot of that exists because of the amount of energy that you put into it, or that you play into it. So I think it's really good for one to not assume that those things are happening, um, or assume that people are directing that type of energy to you, because it's a little, I mean, I think people can get kind of carried away with that and get a little paranoid or a little self-centered. So I think it's really important to not focus on those things, and not just assume that because you're successful or because you have a business, that those things are being directed towards you. But, I don't know where you work out of, but your office space, it would certainly help to do, put some warning items around the windows or the barriers of your home, so you can put bluing around the barriers of where you work, black salt, red brick dust. A Rose of Jericho is really good for drawing not only abundance and prosperity, but also to keep negativity away. So it works, it's dual purpose. Putting things like evil eyes up, or hagstones, or four-sided nails in your windows. Those are also helpful at warding things like that. So there's a lot of physical things that you can do, but like I said, I think it's best not to focus on things like that, and to just not expect it and anticipate that that's going to be sort of um, being sent towards you, because I think honestly it's just kind of a waste of energy when you could be putting that energy into your business, right? Instead of worrying about that kind of stuff happening. So we have somebody in Vegas, we have somebody in Fargo, North Dakota, and we have somebody in South Florida. Let's see, I purchased a mastermind oil from you, did a ritual regarding starting a project, and blew the door open. Oh, that's great. Congratulations on that. I'm trying to get back out of the sun a little bit. If I can. Not really. Hello in Southern Illinois. So yeah, that was a great question, because that's always a good thing to talk about, right? Is what's actually happening and what's actually being sent towards us, versus what we're sort of inferring or imagining, and we unfortunately we can waste a lot of time and energy on things, worrying about things that don't exist yet. You know what I mean? So it's best not to borrow trouble. There's nothing wrong with being preventative and taking some protection and warding measures. But if you're spending a lot of time worried about that, or you're spending a lot of time, doing cleansings and protections and things like that, my point is you could take time away from your real goal, which is your business. Hello in Northern California. Yes, it is very sunny here this morning, so I'm very grateful for that. I'm done. I'm done with the cold. I'm ready for spring. Hello in Brooklyn, New York. I was in Brooklyn about 5 years ago, and I had a wonderful time there. So I'm hoping to go back there for work. Probably not this year. This year is kind of already booked up for me, but I would love to. I would love to get back there for work. So hello in Montreal. Nice to see everyone this morning. I hope you're having a great start to your day. Is everybody off to work? Most of you still working at home. I'm getting ready to start work. I actually have to start work here very soon and get to work on orders. So, and then I just did a video yesterday. I wish I had it right here with me, but the Gift of Life Tarot, I just did a video on that yesterday. So a lot of you know that I carried the Ghetto Tarot deck, which is by Alice Smeet. So she's come out with a new photographic tarot deck called the Gift of Life Tarot. So I just did a video on that yesterday, so that's up if anybody is interested in that. Is it okay to have services done by different practitioners? For example, prosperity community service done by one and road opening service done by another at all different time and month. Yeah, I mean, if there's no, you can, you can see as many practitioners as you want to. I recommend keeping it down to maybe one or two, just so they can sort of really get a feel for you and get to know you. So that's to benefit you, and to, get a good client file established on you. But there's no, ideally, and most practitioners out there are working for your benefit, so there's no problem with working with different practitioners. I don't have any issue with that at all. Any thoughts on the new moon in Pisces? Been feeling so irritated and drained. Try not to focus on or give it power. Any witchy tips to flip the energy? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I would do a good, if you're feeling that way, I would do a good self-cleansing. Do like a smoke bath, where you do like take some Palo Santo or some frankincense, or some sage, and then you can put it in your censer or your vessel, whatever you burn your cleansing items in or your incense in. Put it in a censer underneath your chair, and then you sort of wrap yourself in a sheet, kind of like I am now, like up around your neck and all around the chair, so you get a really good smoke bath. So that sounds like something you could benefit from. You can do that. You can do just a regular purification bath in your bathtub with some herbs and water. I recommend like rosemary, sage, basil, lavender. Those are really great ones you can get fresh from the store and do a bath with. So that's what I would recommend, is that you just do a little time by yourself so you can decompress and do some purification. Hello in the Netherlands. Nice to see you. This new moon in Pisces has been great for me. I've had a ton of extra energy. I've been super productive. So it affects everyone differently, right? Just for me personally, this has been a great sort of working up to some goals I want to get back to. Of course, things like the gyms and everything have been closed around here. And while they've opened up off and on, like 2 or 3 times around here, I haven't gone back. And I'm an avid gym goer. So that was my goal for this week, was to get back to that. So I went and I got, made sure my membership was up to date and all of that. So that's my big weekend goal, is that I feel like it's finally safe enough to be able to go back, obviously wearing masks. So yeah, so I'm really excited for that. That's another really great thing that is purifying that we don't think about, but getting outside and getting some fresh air, getting some movement in our bodies. So going for a nice walk by yourself where you can decompress. Moving your body is an amazing form of purification that people really overlook. Oh, good for you. I am not a foot massage person. I get, I go and I get pedicures done regularly, but you know, like everybody wants to sit there for like an hour and have like their feet and their legs rubbed, and I do not want that at all. I, I just want you to like clean up my toes and paint them, and then I want to leave. I have no interest in sitting there and being rubbed for like 45 minutes. And I'm the only person I've ever met like that, so I don't know. I can go for a massage, like a full body massage, you know, but I don't want anybody. Well, for one, I just don't have time for it. I just feel like it's a waste of time personally for me. So, so then I'm like annoyed, you know, that I'm wasting my time. So, well, try to enjoy the whole thing, you know. Maybe you can sit there for the rest of the time and take a book with you and read a book or something. So, you know, at least you don't, you know, at least try to take the full time for yourself, you know. I'm gonna try to get out of that sun a little bit. It's like super glare. Yes, I'm very ticklish too. Yeah. I actually have a really funny story about that. So one time I was getting a pedicure, and I had this young girl sitting over to the right of me. I don't know, I'm guessing probably early 20s. And there was a woman sitting on my left, and we're all getting pedicures, you know. This is pre-COVID, of course. And I just laugh like crazy when they're like, you know, sort of cleaning your feet. And this woman, next to me, on the right of me, um, the the people who are doing the pedicures, they're laughing because I'm laughing so much, you know. And then I was like, well, they just thought it was hilarious, and I'm like, well, doesn't everybody laugh while they're getting their feet massaged? And they're like, no, most people don't laugh at all. They're like, it doesn't bother them at all. They don't laugh. And I was like, that's weird. And this girl to the right of me, she like dead ass like turns and looks at me and goes, that's because they don't have any souls. And I was like, whoa, is that like a foot joke? Or are you like, she looked dead serious. So it was a little creepy. I was like, okay, apparently if you're ticklish, that determines if you have a soul or not. So that's my pedicure story. What part of the body does Pisces relate to? I would have no idea. Yeah, that's not something I would know about. Sorry. How do I use the bully taming oil to end an argument? I don't know. Which oil are you referring to? I don't have anything called that, so I don't know what I'm not sure what one are you talking about the Amanzo Huapo oil? I don't know I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. Um, oh, well, there you go. Pisces rule the feet. There's your answer right there. I do a lot of walking at work, in a hospital, and in my mind, I think getting a foot massage might be good at this time. Moon in Pisces. Absolutely, sure. I wonder how that's determined. Your like I don't know how that would be determined, honestly. Like which sign rules what part of the body. That's very interesting to me. Oh, it looks like that sun might be kind of shifting a little bit. All right, so I'm just going to be on here for a few more minutes because, as I said, I have to get started on orders for the day. So that is going to be what I'm spending my time on here. I'm going to send the link one more time for the new moon reading in case anybody is interested, because that is tomorrow. So I just want to make sure it's out there. Hi, Melly Sweets. You know what? When I do these lives, and then people always have a question like that. How can I start working with this spirit or that spirit? And my answer is always the same. You have to start leaving offerings to establish a relationship. So I have lots and lots of videos on that. Yes, have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. So, yep, I'm just going to be on here just a couple more minutes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was time for something new. So we did it looks really pink here, but it's actually got a lot of orange in it. So, but I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your Friday. I hope you have a wonderful, productive Friday and that you feel energetic and well and that you are all safe. Thank you for jumping on here so early in the morning. And, oh, let's see. It looks like how do you know when you have made a connection to a deity you are working with? You should be receiving sort of symbols and signals and messages that are representative of them. So you need to do your research to learn like what their colors and their symbols are, what maybe natural forces they're related to, things like that. And then you need to practice awareness and start to be aware for looking for those things. I mean, it's really, that's a very common question too, but it's really the same as anything else. How do you know you're getting results from something? Well, because you start to see your goals being met, right? You start to see the results, you start seeing connections, things start aligning and making sense. You start, you can see that you're progressing. So it's the same way with anything in life. I think people have a tendency to separate like the spiritual from like how everything else shows results in the world. And the truth is they're completely related. Everything shows results in the same way. So they're not unrelated. It's not mystical. It's not like, you know, some untangible thing. You'll start to get really tangible symbols and messages. So, all right, guys, you guys have a great morning, okay? And like I said, have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy the new moon. I hope you do some goal setting. Don't forget, I am also offering a giveaway right now on Facebook and Instagram. It is for a spiritual journal and goal setting book. So make sure you jump on my feed and take a look at that if that is something you are interested in winning. It's a really great book, and I think it's going to be really, really beneficial. Spiritual journaling has gotten really, really popular, and especially goal setting with moon phases and things like that. So it is on both of my feeds, Instagram and Facebook. So if you're interested in that giveaway, make sure that you get on there and enter, okay? Okay, guys. Have a beautiful day, all right? Be blessed.